Hey, it's Katrina Julia. Welcome to my channel, the #1 place to create and scale a life and business you love with freedom. In this video, I'm diving into 7 things you must know and do to launch your limitless lifestyle brand in 2022. So what is a lifestyle brand, Katrina? So glad you asked. It is taking and creating a personal brand, combining it with your online presence to make money all around the world with freedom. So the first thing you want to think about, or definitely high on your list, is a website and or a blog, because so many people still are Googling and so many people are still connecting on a deeper level beyond social channels. At a bare minimum, you want to have a biography, a bio page, a media kit, a contact page when you start your website. And you guys, Wix and or Kajabi are incredible tools to be able to do that. So much easier than way back when in the HTML days where you had to know how to code. So definitely would love to know your feedback and what tool you're using for your website. And then some of you may already have a blog, which you can easily expand and add a bio or contact page. And with the blog, you want to think about aligning your blog and your content to Instagram and or the offers you're going to be offering, whether it's one-on-one and or you're ready to go ahead and launch your first online course. Webinar and series on how to create and launch an online course in a week. Definitely check that out. You guys, courses and our summits, those are things I was thinking about way before the pandemic, because having your courses, especially on a platform like Kajabi, that allows you to load pre-recorded content, is priceless for time and location freedom. So right now, if you're listening to this on YouTube, I'm not sitting here recording that, it was already done. And if you subscribe to my free webinar or one of the courses on my freebies, that's already loaded and done. It's not taking any more of my time unless I choose to update it or upgrade it for any reason. Does that make sense? So you don't have to show up for a Zoom. You don't have to show up for a live, although if that's what you want to do, that's obviously your prerogative, or you can film pre-recorded content like this and what you'll find in my summit and in my courses, okay? Then you also want to think about, of course, social media. So social media is such a powerful way, you guys, to align to your blog and create shorter form content than, say, a longer video like this on Instagram, and or use an incredible tool like what I use, Social Curator, to really help you with captions, to really help you with pillars of your content. So my pillars center, so to speak, around creating, around marketing/business, and across travel, okay? So those are like my theme focuses, right? But all of those center around creating and scaling what I love. But then those are in Social Curator, for example, those are broken into like about me, my personal story, or those are broken into things like my why. So it really helps you get ideas on how to share relatably on social media or on a platform like Instagram. Thing that you want to think about in terms of a lifestyle brand is you want to think about products. You guys, how I even got started with creating a lifestyle brand was because of Herbalife Nutrition. So if you don't know what Herbalife Nutrition is, it's the #1 global nutritional brand, and I still include it in all, like in my blog, in my show, in the courses as part of the bundle. And that's a way that you can add extra value to people when they buy something from you. It doesn't just have to be digital, okay? And the same thing goes with doing, like if you're an influencer and you're partnering with brands and they're paying you for content, whether it's monthly, weekly, one time, weekly, monthly, whatever, then you can add that in as part of your deal to tell them you're going to bundle it into an offering. Speaking of, if you're an influencer with over 25,000 followers on Instagram and you want help with influencer management, you definitely want to check out my link below and or my influencer management series on how I can help you take your purpose and your plan and prioritize it to profits for long term, you guys. I've worked with 7+ industries. I was in strategy and finance and an executive in corporate America. So this is a lot of what I did well before Instagram and influencer management existed. It's all about brand placement. Speaking of brands, you can work, and also as you're developing your lifestyle brand, you can work with brands one-on-one, whether that is, as a consultant, whether that's a chief marketing officer, chief financial officer, and even as you grow and bring people on your team, you can always get that buy-in from the clients as well. Then with lifestyle brands, you want to think about, or some of you are also going to think about, things like you've seen me do is travel. You can absolutely travel the world, you guys, for free with platforms like Workaway, with platforms like World Packers, and then you can also pitch brands to get paid for your content and work ongoing. And speaking of travel, you can also create your own retreats. So that's another way to expand a limitless lifestyle brand. Then, speaking of, I've already kind of dabbled in this, is throughout the video, is communities. You guys, you can create your own communities, but as far as I've worked with over 15,000 plus influencers, entrepreneurs, brands on Fit Life Creation, but then you may also want to be in communities. I've also been in communities with Airbnb, with WeWork, with Wanderful, with Travel Industry Marketing Association, some of the ones I just mentioned earlier, like Matador Network, Travel Massive, Paro. And communities also means business to business and how you maybe get projects ongoing as well. What I shared on all the different ways to create a limitless lifestyle brand, what is the first step you're gonna take? Drop a comment below, check out the blog, all the resources in the description, in the comments. Would love to hear. And as always, remember, create, transform, and inspire. You are born to.